This is Dispatch, a superhero choices matter narrative game. This game was super awesome and the platinum for it was really easy, containing only 36 trophies and taking me around 18 hours to complete. I'd say it's one of the more fun platinums and we're gonna jump straight into it. So starting the game, Robert, the main character, is going to be interrogating this goon because he wants to know where Shroud is, which is the man who killed his father and who runs this crime group, the Red Ring. This guy's going to tell us where Shroud is and we'll suit up as the popular hero Mecha Man. We're going to infiltrate this base to eventually find the goon that we interrogated earlier who somehow escaped. We'll kick him to his supposed death and he turns out to be this acid freak.
Cool guy.
What the fuck?
So you got some kind of clever supervillain name?
So we have a fight with him along with more of Shroud's men and we pretty much lose here. Shroud is eventually going to show up and we try to escape, but a bomb was planted on us during that whole fight and we blow up. We'll get a news broadcast covering this and we learn about the previous Mecha Men, them being Robert's grandfather and father before him, and we learn Shroud worked with Robert's father as a superhero but betrayed him and of course killed him. We're gonna have a press conference here, nothing too important, just basically saying he's done as Mecha Man and is now just a guy because this suit was his only power. He's gonna see these guys stealing, try and stop them, but fails since he's injured. But then we're gonna get rescued by Blonde Blazer, who wants to grab a drink with us for some reason. They kinda hit it off already and they have good chemistry, but the main reason she is here is she wants to recruit Robert for a job because her coworker recommended him. We'll get into a small fight with a previous villain of Mecha Man who turned superhero.
Holy shit!
He's gonna be fine. Anyway, we get kicked out of the bar and Blonde Blazer is going to take us to a different spot. Anyways, here we're gonna get the full story. She wants to know Robert's identity here as well, and I mean, he just lets her because he's got nothing left to lose. We're gonna get the choice to kiss her, and ain't no way, like we met an hour ago. Anyway, most of the choices in this first chapter are not important for any trophies, so you can pick whatever. So the job she wants us for is to be a dispatcher, which is someone who dispatches heroes to various tasks throughout the city to help protect it. And this is going to be one of the main mechanics in the game. Basically, we can see that each task has a clue as to what strengths it will require out of a hero, and all we need to do as a dispatcher is assign a hero that has these strengths. Most of the heroes are going to have different strengths, right? So we can see their strengths in the bottom left of their icon, and also we can preview each task. So we have 5 different traits we need to look out for: strength, durability, speed, charisma, and intelligence. And after we've sent them to do a task, once it's complete, we can see how well they've done. The mission's skill requirement is in gray, while the heroes is in yellow, so for the first one, we got an 80% chance of succeeding, which will most likely result in a completion. Now, what makes it slightly challenging is you can't just send the same hero over and over, as there is multiple missions and the heroes need time to rest in between. It's going to get harder later with more missions and potentially failing them completely, but this first one acts as a tutorial, so it's pretty simple. After we clear it, we notice Blonde Blazer is sleeping next to Robert, but we wake her up and we're gonna get the trophy.
Did I drool on you?
I don't think so.
That one's gonna be automatic, and after that, Robert's gonna head home and get ready for the job tomorrow, concluding episode 1. So in episode 2, we're going to arrive at SDN, which is the Superhero Dispatch Network, and here we're going to start the job. We're going to meet Waterboy here, who is also starting a job today, but in a different position. We'll see more of him later, but for now, Blonde Blazer is going to push us in a room so we can change into our work clothes while hiding our identity. As we do, we discover Invisigal is in here, and she just loves to speak her mind.
So, you two fuck or what?
She's going to agree to keep our identity a secret, and then we're going to get a tour of the office. We'll make a quick bathroom stop and meet Royd.
Good to meet you, bro. Likewise.
He's going to be the one to repair our mecha suit while we work here.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're gonna see more of him later as well. But next up, we're gonna meet Chase, who was the one that recommended us to Blonde Blazer. So Robert and Chase grew up together, and you might be thinking, why is he so old then? Well, his power is super speed, but using that speed also ages him a lot quicker.
You gonna tell me why you look like Black Einstein?
But I didn't realize until it was too late. And I was aging 50 times faster when I used my powers.
Anyways, we're gonna get introduced to the Z-Team, which was a bunch of villains who are now trying to be heroes. First, we're gonna get Sonar.
Yeah, baby.
Next up is Flambe. After that is Invisigal.
Those my earrings? Well, they look better on me.
Next is Coupe.
You made your bed. Now you get to lay in it.
After her is Punch Up.
Top of the morning, you ladies!
And then Malevola.
But first, Rob gotta put on pants.
Aw, what? But then I can't do this.
Next comes Golem.
Why are you out here?
Too damn big.
What, you want a drink?
Sure,
You want two?
sure.
And lastly for now is Prism.
You talking shit, you hipster motherfucker? Over here looking like Mumford fucked all his sons.
Okay, so right after that, we're gonna go begin our first actual dispatch shift, and here we're gonna pick up a trophy. Sometimes the dispatches will have these hacking missions. Basically, these are a mini game where you need to complete several directional input puzzles, and we're gonna need to complete all these hacking missions for a trophy later, so be sure not to miss any. But for this first one, we have a timer at the top, and all we need to do is complete the puzzle with 2/3 of the timer remaining to pop Burning Chrome. Now during this shift, Invisigal is going to head to a donut shop as part of the main story, and here she's going to ask which donut is our favorite, and for a trophy we need to pick the least popular donut. The thing is, the least popular changes based on what other players pick. For example, we can see that the Long John was the least popular donut when I started playing, but when I played this section myself, the least popular turned out to be the glazed. So picking the least popular among the players pops.
Love 'em from my mouth to my butt.
So in this donut shop is Lightning Struck. Basically he's just like a robber, villain, whatever. We're gonna help Invisigal here by hacking some stuff, and in the end the shop owner gets a hold of one of Lightning Struck's gun things. Here we're gonna get two choices, and literally either one you pick, Invisigal is gonna do the other, which results in the shop owner getting hurt and the villain getting away.
It's kind of caked up.
Shortly after that, Robert and Invisigal are gonna fight about this, and she's going to punch Robert, and then we're gonna get the automatic trophy to pop.
You gonna eat those Twinks?
We're then going to have a little meeting about the whole situation. It is important, if you want to save time and do as minimal amount of playthroughs as possible, to hide the fact that Invisigal punched you for her romance, as well as another trophy for the good ending later. After that, we're going to learn that Blonde Blazer has a boyfriend.
What the hell?
There's another important choice to make here if you want to save time. Phenomenon, her boyfriend, invites us to dinner with the two of them. For her romance, we want to decline this invitation, which she of course appreciates. And that is going to be the end of episode 2. Episode 3 starts with grabbing the mecha suit to bring it to SDN for repairs, which is going to take some time. It's another day at the job though. Blonde Blazer is going to pull us to the side to say that she's cut ties with Phenomenon for some odd reason.
Phenomenon and I ate.
What?
Over Tokyo Dream Sushi?
See? You see? Well, you don't see it? Right there! Coincidence? I think not!
Anyways, right here is the chance to get some free brownie points towards her romance, so make sure to do that. Right after that, she's going to explain that someone is going to be cut from the Z-Team. The three being close to the bottom are Sonar, Coupe, and Invisigal. So in this next shift, everyone is going to start sabotaging each other to try and not be at the bottom. So we bring them all back for a pep talk, and obviously we talk some sense into them, and then we'll start another shift right after. So we're going to pick up 2 trophies in this shift, but these can be done in any of the shifts throughout the game. So starting off, we have another hacking level, and earlier we got one for beating it quickly. Now we're going to get one that cuts it pretty close. Same thing, we have a timer at the top, but all we need to do is wait for it to go down like almost completely. I mean, I was just pretty much sitting there waiting for the timer to run out because there was just way too much time to do it. But beating a hacking level with less than 5 seconds remaining pops times running out. Now the next trophy is going to be luck based unfortunately, but it's not too bad. Basically, if the dispatch has a success rate of 70% or higher and fails, we're going to get the trophy Snake Eyes. Okay, so moving on, at the end of this shift, Invisigal is feeling a bit down, like she's basically cut out to be a villain. But we want to make sure and believe in her so she gets the motivation to take down Lightning Struck, which was the dude from earlier that got away. So after she takes him down, she's no longer at the bottom, which leaves us with Coupe and Sonar. Of course, we're going to have to choose, and without a doubt, I chose to get rid of Coupe, which is going to give us a trophy after we break the news to her.
But I cheered for Invisigal.
You did. I saw that. That was cool of you.
Now we can also just reload that last checkpoint from the main menu and then choose Sonar for the other trophy.
Got you back, Robert.
Now returning to the original save, Invisigal is going to be proud of herself, which is going to conclude episode 3. Episode 4 is going to start off rather interesting. The hell's happening here? The fuck? What the hell? Yeah, so she had a pretty good dream, I imagine. But we got another day at the job, and at this point, Invisigal is just like head over heels for Robert now. We're also gonna see Phenomenon is not taking the breakup easy. Also, we'll get some progress on repairing the suit, but things are going pretty poor because we don't have the Astral Pulse anymore, which was the main power source of the original mecha suit. Moving along a bit, Blazer's getting ready for some party, and that gives us another opportunity to get some free points towards a romance. Right after that, she's gonna want us to cheer up Phenomenon.
Do you think there is someone else?
Which isn't too hard, as Robert just says that he's been through something similar. Anyway, Robert's going to be picking out the glass that Phenomenon shot into his chest, and here Invisigal is going to be very forward.
I had a dream last night that we were fucking.
But it gets cut short by Waterboy. What the fuck?
You chose to be here.
Sorry, I tried not to do that.
And after that, we're going to have another shift, and we'll pick up another trophy in this shift. This one is really simple, pretty much unmissable, honestly. All you need to do is use the heroes, and eventually they'll unlock these powers, which are basically mechanics for their characters. Like for Sonar, when you send him on a mission, after he comes back, he'll transform into a giant bat that changes his stats. Another one is Invisigal. When you send her by herself, she completes it quicker. So once we learn all of these heroes' powers, we'll get the trophy, Getting to Know Yous. After that shift, Blonde Blazer suggests adding another member since we got rid of Coupe. We're left with Phenomenon and Waterboy. Each one of these will give a trophy respectively, so we'll load back after we've picked one. For now, I picked Waterboy because I thought he deserved a shot. We'll give him a quick pep talk, and then we're going to get the chance to use him in this next shift. And we learn his stats are god awful. I mean, he's got nothing. Anyways, once we get through this dispatch, we're going to earn an automatic trophy, career development for just leveling up by completing these shifts. Okay, so after that shift, depending on who you pick to join the roster, Waterboy or Phenomenon, you'll get a specific scene with them which gives us a different trophy for each.
It smells very chemically in here.
Thank you. I wish to make love to you again.
Again?
Right after that, this is where the game is going to pretty much lock in the romance option. So this is where we'll have to start the second playthrough later. So we can either join Invisigal at the movies or Blonde Blazer for dinner. At first, I was all in for Blonde Blazer. Fuck. Blazer. But then I saw Invisigal's reaction and I immediately loaded back. Now I feel bad, dude. So I did indeed go with Invisigal on the first playthrough. And they had a cute little date here which concludes episode 4. Starting episode 5, we get a flashback of Robert fighting Flambe when he was a villain, just to give them some nice character development. Obviously, he doesn't know we're Mecha Man still.
Actually, speaking of injuries, remind me, who took your tooth? It's like they only stole that little bit.
I got into a fight with an actual hero. And I assure you, he's regretting his decision to tangle with me.
We're going to get right into our next shift after that little scene, and we're going to pick up a trophy during this one as well. So as we do more shifts, as we progress the game, these little graduation hats will pop up, and these are essentially training missions where the heroes can learn new powers. For example, a power we can obtain for Invisigal is increasing XP when she's on a team. Or for Malevola, she can create portals that allow her to complete missions faster. And all you need to do is learn 4 new powers from doing this, and we'll get the trophy Power Trip. After that shift, we'll bond with the team a bit, and then we're going to work on our suit some more, and then go right back into another shift. We're going to snag 3 more trophies in this shift. First is for getting a hero to level 10, and you level from literally just playing. We'll get the trophy from 0 to hero for that. Next, we're going to need to achieve the highest synergy between 2 heroes. There's a lot of synergies, but the ones that are in every playthrough are Invisigal and Golem, along with Prism and Flambe. The rest change based on who you cut and who you pick to join you. Like for me, Sonar and Malevola had one, along with Punch Up and Waterboy. They gain synergy from going on the same mission, and once they've been on enough missions together, we'll get Work Spouse for reaching only 1 max synergy. Lastly, this one is pretty simple. When you level up your heroes by dispatching them, you can then spend skill points to increase certain attributes. For this trophy, we just need to increase an attribute to the max of 10 to pop min-max. After that shift, we're going to head to a villain bar with the team just to bond with them, and we want to keep Invisigal's romance alive by saying we had fun at the movies. Not long after that, we'll chat with everyone and eventually get back to the flashback between Flambe and Robert, where we learn Robert even cut off his fingers. So man, Flambe must be hating Mecha Man. Anyways, we'll get into a bar fight here. And after that, we're faced with another trophy-related decision. So we can either choose to tell them that we're Mecha Man or hide it. I felt it was important to tell them in my first playthrough, which earns a lot of their trust, but unfortunately Flambe is pissed, causing Golem to save Robert's life. He's gonna scour off, but then we're gonna get the trophy.
That's like a real superhero.
And just like the other trophies, we can just load back to grab the other one.
I'm the guy behind the desk.
Now that last scene is gonna conclude the episode, which brings us now to episode 6.
I'm a bitch. My name's Robert, such a bitch whose name is Robert. I'm a bitch, yeah, I'm a bitch. I'm such a fucking bitch. I have no hopes, I have no dreams. And a tiny little thing, and it doesn't even function anyway. Because every record is function. It's like, well, take me as I am. Just tiny little bitch, have a man. Rest assured that when I start to make you nervous and I'm going to extremes, tomorrow I will change and today won't mean a thing. Poetry, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a singer and a saint. I do not feel like...
So starting this one off, we're going to try and see if the mecha suit works again with the Astral Pulse prototype that Royd has developed. Again, it doesn't work, causing Robert to actually blow up inside of it, but he's fine. After a 12-hour nap, we're going to get some bonding with Royd as he thinks it's his fault for making the faulty prototype. They're going to bro-fist it out, and then Chase is going to mention that he just does not trust Invisigal with basically anything.
Some people, they're black holes. You reach out to help them, and they just suck you in and do whatever the fuck black holes do. I don't know. They fuck you up.
But right after that, we can get right back to work, and during this shift, we're going to pick up another trophy. All you need to do for this one is send one person on a mission, and they just need to get 100% success rate by themselves to pop nailed it. After that shift, Robert is going to be a bit depressed, chilling at home, until the team comes over to tell him that the Astral Pulse can be found tonight. Anyways, everyone shows up for this, and it turns into a party with a banger. Chase is going to be irritated with Invisigal here. It's basically amplified right now because he's been drinking. Chase and Invisigal get into a fight, which makes Chase leave. And then when Robert chases after her, Famble shows up to forgive Robert pretty much.
Invisigal.
Anyway, Chase and Robert have a touching moment about being a hero and how Invisigal can change. But right after that, Invisigal is going to be seen at the docks trying to recover the Astral Pulse among a bunch of other villains. She claims she's getting it for Robert, so of course he's gonna help her. We got some hacking levels here, and the last level is going to be important for a trophy. So when we get to this safe, this will be the final level. Here we need to kill 3 antiviruses in 5 seconds, and you kill them by grabbing these little electrical outlets, and then getting close will just automatically zap them. So you just need to defeat 3 in 5 seconds to pop Antivirus Club. After it's open, she's going to actually get the Astral Pulse here, but Shroud is waiting for her outside and takes it from her. Realizing she's in danger, Chase uses his powers for potentially the last time to save her, but it causes him to pass out. Alright, so starting episode 7, we'll get a flashback of Chase and Robert when they were younger. Here Chase is going to offer to get us something from the store. And just like the donut from episode 2, we just need to pick the least popular item among players, which was the cigar.
There, bitch. You happy now?
Yeah, so Chase is in pretty rough shape, and now there's talk of cutting Invisigal from the team due to her actions of trying to get the Astral Pulse. Everyone is a bit zoned out, and the whole team is kind of just mopey because of the whole situation. But we're going to have to do another shift here. So there is going to be a new mechanic at this point in the game, which are bonuses and failures. For bonuses, we just need to reach the required stat to get an XP bonus. Not too hard to get, I would say. But for the failures, if we reach that stat, the mission will fail no matter what. So you need to make sure to pick the right people for the job. Now for the trophy, we just need to obtain all bonuses and avoid all failures in a single shift to grab modded. After that shift, the team is going to be fighting about whether or not Invisigal should be cut from the team or not. But ultimately the decision is going to come from Robert, and for this playthrough we want to pick to keep her on the team for the romance and the good ending. This is going to make the morale of the Z team drop, but also Invisigal was in the room, which leads us to comfort her afterwards. Here she's going to reveal that she was there the night we lost our suit, and she feels responsible for messing up his life since she was the one who planted the bomb on the suit. For this playthrough, again, we just want to forgive her and lean into her kiss for the romance, obviously, as well as a good ending. Anyways, after that, Robert's going to head to the villain bar to blow off some steam, and here we're going to see Shroud, and he's going to start torturing Robert with the help of Coupe, fucking rat.
Freckles, you mind telling me what's going on?
What the hell?
If you're gonna blow some fucker's brains out, non-slip mats are a must. Can you take care of him for me? Obviously, you two don't need an introduction.
With pleasure.
Wow. He's gonna try and get information out of Robert on the whereabouts of the Astral Pulse, which Invisigal secretly took. So she was plotting something which was quite interesting, but eventually Blonde Blazer is going to save us. Shroud gets away, and after she takes us out of there, the whole city is going to get attacked by Shroud and his men, which ends the episode. And we'll make our way to the final episode of the game. We're going to start episode 8 with trying to suppress Shroud and his men by dispatching our team. We're going to pick up 4 trophies in this section as well, starting with the hacking levels. This is just going to be the last hacking section in the game, which is going to pop Hacked by Robert for completing all of the hacking levels. Okay, so now every playable hero is going to become available to us, including Blonde Blazer, who is essential for this next trophy. As you can see, her stats are insane. Basically, the whole graph is full. And for the trophy, we just need to completely cover the graph to pop Overkill. Next up, we're going to make use of Malevola's healing power. Basically, heroes get injured when failing a mission, and one of Malevola's powers is to heal an ally when going on a mission with them. And then for the trophy, we just need to heal one ally twice in one shift to pop Phoenix's Down. Lastly, there's going to be this bar in the top left, and that represents the city, and whenever we fail a mission, it's going to drop. So for the trophy, we just need to prevent it from reaching 0, which is honestly pretty easy. But yeah, that's going to pop all gas, no brakes, baby. Okay, so after that section, the power in the building is going to shut off as Shroud's people start attacking it. We're going to discover Invisigal is in here and that she was potentially going to steal the Mecha Man suit with the Astral Pulse, but Royd caught her and ties her up, giving us the Astral Pulse. Obviously, I didn't think she was going to do that, but they're going to have a talk here, and then we're faced with another important decision. We can either cut her loose so she can help us fend off Shroud's men, or leave her there. For this playthrough, of course, again, we're going to do the romance and good ending, so we'll untie her. We're then going to head to the Mecha Man suit and gear up for a final battle. This battle is pretty long, and Shroud is even going to show up in his own mecha suit. It's pretty epic though, but I'm going to skip through some key moments. We'll fight Coupe and, try to convince her that she doesn't have to be evil, which results in her getting defeated, but Blonde Blazer is luckily going to save her. A bit later into the fight, we'll see Shroud is basically untouchable since he can pretty much predict the future, and eventually he's going to do some major damage to Blonde Blazer. No! But shortly after that, Robert's about to get defeated, until Chase comes out with Blonde Blazer's magical amulet. She's literally just some girl, but this amulet has been giving her powers. I don't know how she got it, but Chase is insanely OP with this since he combines his power of speed with hers. So this is going to defeat Shroud and the battle is won. However, there is one final problem, which to me was, a little goofy, but Shroud's got Robert's dog, and that prevents anyone from doing anything foolish since he'll kill the dog otherwise. I mean, whatever, Robert's gonna obey him anyway and hands him the Astral Pulse, but his body can't take the power, and then he's just straight up gonna go and try and shoot Robert, which due to our choices now though, Invisigal takes the bullet for us. And then Robert's gonna beat the crap out of Shroud, and then we'll get another trophy related choice. We can either spare or kill Shroud, and each choice is gonna give us a different trophy obviously, but we'll spare him for this time and get the other one later. We'll check on Invisigal and she's gonna be fine since it just shot her in the shoulder. But this is going to be the good ending with her since we've done a lot of choices that support her over the course of the game, which we're now gonna get the trophy for. Sorry kid. Alright, so we saved the city and now we just have a few trophies that'll pop. We're gonna get for romancing Invisigal, and we're also gonna get
I can confirm he's a badass motherfucker
for sparing Shroud. So that's pretty much gonna be the end of the game in episode 8. So now we're gonna go clean up the rest of the trophies. So we're gonna load back to episode 4 and now take the date with Blonde Blazer. We're gonna blow through this playthrough as it's pretty much locked in the romance as soon as you kiss her, unless you somehow break up with her. Anyway, we'll pick up some trophies while doing some of these shifts. Like this one, we just need to complete the whole shift without failing a single mission, and we'll grab Shift Was Lit. This next one is extremely luck-based, unfortunately. We just need to complete a mission with less than 15% chance of succeeding. Waterboy was absolutely key for this since he sucks. So I just kept throwing him in a mission by himself over and over until I got it, which is Fool's Luck. So now just zipping through this, we're going to go through the Evil Invisigal trophy. So with her important decisions, we just want to not support her with anything. So we'll cut her from the team and then not cut her loose later. And for me, that was enough to turn her evil. So at the end, she's literally just going to kill Shroud for us and we'll get the trophy.
Didn't see that coming.
She's then going to run off and then we're going to get the trophy.
Any plans tonight?
For romancing Blonde Blazer. Now lastly, we just need to go back onto the first playthrough where we romanced Invisigal and jump back into episode 7 and then break up with her here. Then just continue the game while still supporting her though, that way when we get to Shroud we can kill him this time, which pops the trophy.
Care to comment?
And then lastly we'll get We Can Just Be Friends for not romancing anybody as we broke up with Invisigal, which also gives us the platinum Dispatched. So that was Dispatch's Platinum Trophy. Definitely an amazing game. The music, story, and all the gameplay sections were super fun and awesome. So I'm giving this game a 10 out of 10. But as for the Platinum, the multiple playthroughs, I hated those. That's just a personal thing. But especially when you can't skip it, like you have to watch all of it again, which sucks. And the one luck-based trophy was also lame. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for the Platinum because of that. And also some of the trophies were bugged when I was doing it. Anyways, thanks for checking out the video. Hope you sub. Peace.
Oh, sounds like hip hop, but it's not, because then the white guitar come in, the white blue guitar. It's like Run DMC, you know, they came through a wall, but this is a different song. I hate the world today. You're so good to me. I know that I can't change. I can't change. I try to tell you, but you look at me like maybe I'm an angel underneath. In the same